Seeing the crowds, Jesus went up on the mountain. And when he sat down, his disciples came to him. And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when others revile you, and persecute you, and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven, for so they persecuted the prophets who were before you. Hi friends, this is Pastor Josh Miller from Jehovah Lutheran Church in St. Paul, Minnesota. We are talking about walking together as disciples of Jesus for life. And here in this video, we start looking at Jesus' words in the Sermon on the Mount, that famous sermon that he gave in the Gospel of Matthew. In this sermon, Jesus describes what it means to be his follower, what it means to be one of his disciples. And he starts this not with a list of orders or commands, not with things to do, but with a list of promises. Blessed, he says. That means this is true about you. I give this to you. I give you my love and grace in this way. That's because Jesus is speaking to people who are already his disciples, people he has already called. And brothers and sisters, Jesus has called you, and Jesus has called me. In holy baptism, we were called to be Jesus' disciples, and so now we are his disciples. And so he says these things are true about us. We are blessed because we are poor in spirit. We are blessed because we mourn, because we are meek, because we hunger and thirst for righteousness. In these four Beatitudes, Jesus is telling us you are blessed because you have nothing else in this world to cling to except to me. I am the one who will fill your spirit. I am the one who will comfort everything for which you mourn. I am the one who will give you what you need, not just on this earth, but the kingdom of heaven. I am the one who will fill your hunger and thirst for righteousness. You have nothing of your own, Jesus says, no righteousness of your own, so I will give you mine. You hunger and thirst for it, and I give it to you. And then Jesus goes on and he says, Blessed are you because you're merciful. Blessed are the pure in heart. Blessed are those who are peacemakers. And in these Beatitudes, Jesus is saying, this is what blessed people do. This is how disciples of Jesus live. Disciples of Jesus are merciful. They show mercy because God has shown mercy to them. They're pure in heart because God has purified them and has given them his desires. And they are at peace with others. They make peace with one another because God in Jesus has made peace with them. And brothers and sisters, this is true of us too. The peace that we show, the mercy we show, the purity we show doesn't come from ourselves. It comes from God as a gift because we have been baptized into Christ and we have his mercy and his peace and his purity, and we get to show that to others. But then these last two Beatitudes are something different. Jesus says, Blessed are you when you're persecuted. Blessed are you when people revile you, make fun of you, cause you trouble on my account. And you know, the truth is we are called not just to share in the benefits that Jesus gives us. We are also called as his disciples to share in his suffering. And Jesus suffered for us on the cross. This world put him on the cross. And so this world too will give us suffering. In the Large Catechism, Martin Luther said, wherever someone believes Christ's promise and accepts his gospel and lives according to it, there the Holy Cross is not far behind. Suffering for the sake of Christ is just part of this life. Sooner or later, it will happen to us all. It's just part of discipleship. But when it does, Jesus says, "Blessed are you, for yours is the kingdom of heaven." God's peace be with you.